I think social media posts like expectations of what people should have, or they post like a picture of goals that they think they should have, and a lot of people strive to do that when I don't think it's really necessary.
I think that our society is moving toward a situation where everybody, if people keep saying you have to be this, you have to be this, you have to be this, eventually even the strongest person might break down, and I think that's one of the biggest problems for women within social media today.
Well, there's so many expectations that people have for the way that they look, and I feel like social media has a big part in that because there are so many different types of people on social media, and each person aspires to be a certain one, and it's not always possible to reach that goal.
Like, I'm not good enough always kind of makes me feel like I need to make this better about myself. Makes my insecurities even more like evident, makes me just feel like I can't be this person, so like what should I do?
My freshman year, when I started using social media, that's when I started to get insecure about my body, and I would always look at images and think, oh, I had to have the tiny, slim body that everybody else had, like the models from Victoria's Secret and all that. But over the years and meeting new people and talking to people like at my church, I started to gain a better understanding of who I am and my body, and to cherish that.
Depends on different people, have different expectations, but I think a girl is expected to be skinny, to be the definition of pretty, whatever that's going to be for the individual. I think that, to me, beauty is the ability for someone to be themselves and be a good person and confident with who they are, rather than just chasing after what society wants when everyone's going to have different expectations and everyone's expectations is going to be changing. And just answer to what you feel is best for you, and then if you have any kind of religious beliefs, to whatever God or gods that you believe in.
Someone who is comfortable with themselves and knows what they like to do to make themselves feel beautiful, like wearing a certain thing, or doing their hair like a certain way, like something that just makes them, so that when they walk in like to school or whatever, they say today, yeah, you know, I think I look good today, or like, you know, they're confident about themselves.
My definition of beauty would probably be equal to confidence, because, you know, you could feel pretty, but are you confident feeling pretty? I mean, does makeup make you feel good? Then if it does, then that's beauty. I mean, if you wear certain things, I mean, that could make you feel confident.
Say beautiful is someone who cares about other people, and they put other people first before themselves, and beautiful people don't try to be beautiful, they just like are, I guess, you know, like it's just like something that exists naturally.
Just being yourself and being comfortable in your own skin.
I think everyone has true beauty. I think that just not everybody realizes it, because society always still makes them feel like that they're not, because of like their body and everything, which in reality, like, a body doesn't really mean as much as like the actual person. So I feel like sometimes society kind of distracts everyone, especially people our age, because they're targeting us because we're so like going through crazy changes and we're very like impressionable right now. I think that true beauty is different for everyone, but society makes it more physical rather than emotional and stuff.
Definition of beautiful is someone who, yeah, may be attractive on the outside, but takes pride in who they are on the inside, and they're confident in how they act and how they perceive others. You know, you're only as beautiful as your actions are, you know?
Beauty is more or less, to me, personality. I don't like to look at looks as a beautiful aspect. I understand it's an attraction, and everyone wants to feel beautiful by the way that they look or the way that they dress, but honestly, beauty comes from inside you.
Perfection, no. People can and should always be striving. There's a book that came out a couple years ago, Mindset, by Dr. Carol Dweck, about that idea that once you say, I'm perfect, that's when your progress stops, and that the people who succeed aren't the people with the born perfect abilities, but the people who try hard. So I don't think you should ever call anything perfect. I think that's very dangerous and is just asking for failure.
I don't think perfection exists, because everybody has their flaws. Everybody has their times where they mess up or screw up and stuff. Everybody has their times where they may not look their best or something like that. So I don't really think anybody can be perfect.
Be perfect. I mean, everybody has, whether it be like on the outside or on the inside, no one's perfect. I mean, even like the Victoria's Secret models, like everyone's like, oh yeah, they look perfect, but they have something, everybody has something wrong that they don't want to share with people, or they feel like, I don't know, less confident about.
I don't think it does. I think everyone has something to work on. Even like your best trait, you can still work on it better. So I don't think perfection exists.
I like to wear what I want, and I mean, what they say doesn't really affect me, because the whole thing of bullying is how when people say things to you, you just don't take it to heart.
I've come to the point where it's just, I don't really care. So it's like, people can say stuff, but it's not like their opinions matter.
Say, kind of just say whatever. I mean, you can't really, I mean, unless you decide to go to like the gym because you really want to lose weight, that's something to do, but otherwise, I mean, I can't grow 5 inches overnight, so you kind of just, find something that fits you, or do something to yourself that makes you comfortable. I mean, if it's makeup, then it's makeup. If it's, wearing a certain kind of like pants that make you feel good, then do that.
Some waist, big butt,
Boobs, butt, some nice eyes, a nice smile.
It used to be like in years past, it used to be like the skinnier you are, the better. But I think now the movement is towards like being curvy for women and like having big body parts. You know what I'm saying? But I think that and having like the perfect hair, that's always been there, and like just having a beautiful face, I think is the biggest part of it.
For girls, it's obviously to be like skinny and nice and like tan and like this long hair, and guys probably like nice like jawline, I see a lot, or like a really fit body.
I always see this on Instagram, and it gets me so mad, like when guys, or not even guys, but like when anybody just like posts and like they have to have like the big boobs like always showing in their pictures and everything, like completely just, I don't know, I don't like the whole like big boob, perfect hourglass waist, and like the big butt. And I know now that they're kind of turning away from like the just like super skinny and they're going towards more fit, but I feel like it's so annoying to see people just commenting like you should have like, oh, like your boobs look amazing, or like how guys, not trying to make them like be sexist or anything, but like how guys always comment like about boobs and butts, and they don't really comment about anything else, it seems.
I want to say that I don't think there is one, but I think, when someone is like described to you, or you're reading a book and you're not told what size they are, I think our brains automatically think that they're medium to light skinned, thin girls. And I think that is sad, that we automatically think of that when there's the nation's average size is that. So unfortunately, that's what our minds do. That's what they think is happening. That's, you're reading a book and you think that there's this girl who's like a size 3, and she has, beautiful blonde hair, beautiful dark hair, and these blue eyes, and, the perfect bra size and the perfect butt. Like, that's how we think. That's just the generic view of women.
There's ways to be the person that you want to be. Don't ever try to compare yourself to anybody else, because every person has an imperfection. Nobody's perfect. Everybody has flaws. So no matter who you are, imperfection is perfection. So there's no reason to change who you are for somebody else. But if you feel that you need to change who you are for yourself, then do what you have to do. But don't worry about what other people think about you.